Are you telling me that Kawhi Leonard lied? He lied? It wasn't that he was mad at the San Antonio Spurs? You're trying to tell me that the Spurs didn't do anything wrong?
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so obviously I'm being sarcastic. Yes, take a look. Let's take a look at what Ty Yeager posted here. So big shout out to Ty. You guys know we love Ty over here. And Ty says, or at least he quoted this, I caught the tail end of what happened. Yeah, no, we're just going to listen to it. So this is Rudy Gay on Kawhi's departure from San Antonio on the Carmelo Anthony 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. So let's see. Let's listen to what he has to say. By the way, Carmelo has some crazy takes, man. Oh, my goodness. Carmelo has some crazy takes sometimes.
Antonio, and that shit was like a weird situation. So, like you said, being in weird situations, what was that one like?
Cause I mean, like we've all talked about it. Like sometimes you just, you fed up. I caught tail end of that. But like I could see, like he was just fed up, tired, man. When something new, found it. But it is one of the craziest situations I've been a part. It was refreshing though.
To see what?
Because you don't see that was like the first time in a long time I've ever seen like somebody just stand on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He stood on it. Like, yo, no, this is what I want to stand on it. And I think that was the beginning of the era. I mean, but besides Bron, obviously,
What is Rudy Gay talking about? This was like good to see. What, you were cool with this? I mean, you were left high and dry in the play. I guess it was cool for Rudy. He got so many touches. What is he talking about? This was cool to see? For him to stand on that? The way, okay, I'm not, look, you guys know I'm over it, all right? I'm over it. I'm not upset about it anymore. I still got my Kawhi figure. Okay, we're all good. I got my Kawhi statue. But guys, the way Kawhi went about it, there was nothing cool or okay about it. Standing on it is one thing, but the way he went about it was like, what the heck? Like, you do owe it to your teammates, you would think. The team you won a championship with, you would think that you would have a little respect. What is he talking about? He stood on it. He just left?
That was like the first time in a long time I've ever seen like somebody just stand on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He stood on it. Like, yo, no, this is what I want to stand on it. And I think that was the beginning of the era. I mean, but besides Bron, obviously, Bron,
well, not
GM and everything.
Yeah.
But like
player empowerment.
Player be like, oh, no, this is what I want. I'm gonna stand on it until I get it.
What do you wanted? A new thigh? Because he had the thigh bruise, right? What do you wanted?
Yeah.
He wanted to be healthy.
No, Carmelo. He didn't want to be healthy. He wanted to be in Los Angeles. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He wanted to be healthy.
I think he wanted to be gone.
Oh, so
that's what I meant by that. Like, yo, he wanted to be. Obviously, he wanted to
be. See, even Carmelo's confused. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, because he wanted to be healthy, right? Like, okay, that's why you respected him standing on it. He's like, no, he just wanted to go to Los Angeles. Like, what are we talking about?
Healthy. But I think he just needed to change the scenery.
Go ahead.
He just wanted to change the scenery more than anything. But he was nursing an injury. But
what?
I think more than anything, he just wanted to change the scenery.
That's it. He just wanted to change the scenery. Yeah, dude, this was all BS from the get-go. You remember when everybody wanted to talk about like how, the San Antonio Spurs are not taking care of Kawhi and they're just making him slip. This is why I think we all need to chill out when it comes to the Wemby situation, because it is not the same. It's like one of those things where the only way the San Antonio Spurs could have kept Kawhi Leonard is if they picked up the city, like Patrick, right? Like took the city and moved it somewhere else. If they just moved it to California, that's the only way the San Antonio Spurs would have kept Kawhi, right? So it's like, if that's the point we're at, it's not like the Spurs were messing things up and they weren't winning and they weren't putting him around a winning team. That's all you can ask the franchise to do. What else could you do? Kawhi was on a winning team, and they caught the element that he had pretty early. They tried to help him with that, and it just ended up being an excuse. That was never the problem. It was never the doctors didn't understand. No, they were just playing hardball, and him and his team were just kicking him out of San Antonio. That's it. That's all it was. And I have no idea what the heck Rudy Gay is talking about where he respects that. I don't know why he respects that. That was cool to experience. I don't know. I have no idea. Look, I like Rudy Gay as a player. I liked him when he was with Memphis in his prime. I liked him with us He hit some pretty big shots here and there. But this right here, I don't know, man. I don't know what he means. He even has Carmelo Anthony a little confused, like, oh, he just wanted to be healthy. See, everybody thought that was the narrative, but only people, well, not only, right? But mostly the Spurs fans, we knew that this was BS from the get-go. You guys recall when I don't know, a lot of people on this channel don't know or don't follow me on Instagram, but on Instagram, I used to be Spurs Dynasty. And it was it's still a pretty big count, like 40K, like it's pretty decent. But when it was growing, I ended up getting a message, won't say who it was from, and it was before all of the stuff with Kawhi Leonard. Like, we knew that he wasn't playing, we knew that he was gone, but it was this constant narrative at the time that he would be back and everything would be fine. And this person ended up telling me a breakdown of and they were very close to the Spurs, told me a breakdown of every single thing, what was going on, and I ended up posting it. And so many people were angry about it. Like, what are you talking about? That's not true. You're just lying. Like, it was crazy. But sure enough, like a couple months later, it all kind of came to fruition and people realized what kind of BS it was. So yeah, it's just crazy, the strength of narratives, because there's still people like Carmelo who still think, oh, it was the doctors, it was the medical staff. But now it's well known, like, people know, you can look this stuff up, that no, it was none of that. It was literally his uncle and his team just wanting him out of San Antonio and wanting to be in Los Angeles. That's literally it. And with somebody like Kawhi, who's not very verbal and, didn't necessarily take on like a leadership role where he was going to be the leader of the team, this is kind of what you got, this is what came out of it. But I don't think anybody has to worry about this with Wemby. Do not worry. Wemby's fine. He communicates. He's very open. He's a little too open at times. I feel like he communicates a little too much. But I will say I feel complete confidence in saying that I don't think the Spurs will lose Wemby because he wants to go to another city. I don't think that that'll be the case. If the Spurs were to lose Wemby, more than likely it would be on the franchise, and that we didn't put a winning team around him after 4 or 5 years or something like that. Like, then it will be like, okay, yeah, he's probably need to think about leaving. But that is not the case right now, nor do I think it will be the case, because I truly do trust the franchise. I'm not just a homer just to be a homer. I have reason and I have receipts of the franchise doing a pretty good job as far as building a winning team. But going back to the Kawhi Leonard thing, man, he was on a winning team. I mean, we just came out of a Western Conference Finals. Like, I don't know. And the Spurs even protected him in the Western Conference Finals because Pop wouldn't play him. I think he could have came back in game 3, but he didn't want to risk it. He wanted to make sure he was okay. So he was in a perfect situation with the Spurs. I don't know what we're talking about that you respect him standing on business. I have no idea what we're talking about. That was not respectful. The way that there was nothing to respect about that. It's cool that you won out, but the way he did it was like so whack. That was not cool. Anyways, I will give it to you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.